the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Thank you for joining us on 8 Years Open Conversation, which is the next flagship political platform through which trending political events
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. POS operator, she said 3,000 is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites. Which are you?
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Governor, however, resisted the attempts. All right, that's it. All right, so we're looking at Wike still talking, still on the issue that evolved here in River State, right from Sunday night up to Monday morning. So he's still insisting on this political structure. I'll leave that to you to elaborate more on this, sir.
Well, I want to applaud the governor of Wike, at least for him to have fought assiduously to maintain, or can I call him loyalist? Is he loyal now? In office. But then, it is not enough. It was an effort made by Governor Wike to make sure that this guy emerged the gubernatorial candidate of the party. And it was the collective effort of all Rivers people, including Wike, is not behind this impeachment motion or whatever. And they asked me why. And I said, today, all the political gladiators in River State that is in power now, I think none of them can rise up to say he do not enjoy the support of former Governor Nyesom Wike. And before anybody in the House of Assembly move any motion, definitely they must have called him. So when they called him, if you tell them no, I don't think any one of them could carry on with that impeachment notice or whatever. Thank God now that Governor Nyesom Wike has come out to say yes. Yes, if you build a structure and you want to maintain that structure, kudos to Asiwaju, the present president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He built structure in the southwest, not just in Lagos State. At the end of the day, he maintained those structures without any fiasco, without any imbroglio. Even when Ambode was kind of not following the structure of the party, he still allowed Ambode to finish the first tenure. It disallowed him, it showed him the power. It disallowed him. He did not use influence out of assembly to impeach Ambode. Fashola did not really follow the instruction of Tinubu all the time, but look at him, he maintained him. And they maintained that relationship. At a particular time, the relationship became frosty. But Tinubu still used maturity. At the end of the day, not up to. You understand? So to me, I don't want to believe when somebody say he want to be collecting 25 billion in a month. If the day he mentioned it, why didn't you go and tell him, okay, I can't pay this? You understand? It's only, you must say, when we are in quarrel. That is why every song we sing become an insult. Why is it now that somebody is coming out that Wike wanted 25 billion every month? And for Wike to say he want to maintain the structure, you maintain the structure not through this unnecessary imbroglio that had led to setting ablaze the State House of Assembly that will definitely cost Rivers people some other billions that could have been used on another better things. So to me, if you want to maintain peace, if you want somebody to be loyal to you, it's not until you suffocate the person and suffocate the system. So Governor Nyesom Wike did not approach this matter well. Because all these political leaders in River State that are ganging up now to do this and the president is there. You are working with the president. Why didn't you report this gentleman to the president? Yes. Forget about political affiliations. The president is the president and commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And whatever the state of insecurity, anything could cause in River State is on the head of Mr. President. So why didn't former Governor Nyesom Wike approach do this? If you want to hold on to power forever, it is not possible. The power you had yesterday as a Governor Nyesom Wike, that made you to be so powerful, is the same power Sim Fubara is having today. If you were able to oppress anybody or suppress anybody yesterday, the same power you had that time is what Fubara is having now. It can cross you too. Let me not prolong this issue. Let me take one example. The present Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was Governor of Borno State. The present governor now, Professor Babagana Zulum, was his commissioner for infrastructure. He looked around and he said, this guy advised me well, and he did well. Let him replace me in office. That was, even when he became vice presidential candidate, he was still addressing Babagana Zulum. He said, our leader, and people's leader when I was the governor. What qualified me to be leader at that time was because I was the governor. Now I'm no longer the governor. The same thing that qualified me that time, today qualified Babagana Zulum. So he's our leader. You like it or not? Today in River State, the political leader, the father of everybody, is the incumbent president, is the incumbent governor. And that respect must be given to him. That is it. When it comes to the issue of official, everybody must respect him. But when you are in the private place, there are difference between personal relationship and official relationship. You cannot say because you install him in office and he appear in a place, you must stand up the way no other person must stand up. But when he comes to your sitting room, he might prostrate before you. That is what is an advice for Governor Yusuf Wike to know that today he do not have any executive power. Today he does not have any immunity. The immunity he enjoyed yesterday, Sim Fubara is enjoying it today. The power you possessed yesterday as the former governor, Sim Fubara is possessing that power. If you could cross anybody yesterday, Sim Fubara can cross anybody today, including you. Simple as ABC.
Okay. Now, seem to be on the fire and brimstone and on this. Literally pissed off. But there's an angle of this that I'd like you to look at. So, the president of Nigeria,
Yes.
His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, invited them, mediated over this matter the very next day. That was on Tuesday. He got a report. He called them, sat over this matter with them. Bala Mohammed came out and said that the president has spoken to them, there will be peace and all of that. So you would think that the FCT minister should get it. If not for his sake, for the sake of the president, who is trying his best right now to see how he can manage all the excesses around him and ensure that he provides better governance. In the midst of all of this, PDP Governors Forum met with him. Rivers elders met with him. Yesterday, the senator, Rivers lawmakers had him. Everybody have been going to him. Very few people have gone to Fubara. After the meeting with the president, the only thing Fubara came out to say was when I was addressing the issue, he said, he was mindful of his choice of words. Well, it's an issue between a father and a son.
Yeah.
And what we seem not to understand is why the FCT minister is still threatening fire and brimstone, clearly saying structure and no structure. The other time he was talking about how impeachment process is part of what should happen, and part of politics, and bringing all the details that one would think, okay, you should understand that a superior person has spoken over this matter. What do you think with all of this now? Okay, Pa Edwin Clark said he's behind it. Elders Forum, Rivers Elders Forum are accusing Sim and several other persons. Someone made a joke to say, what is left for the Rivers Elders Forum to tell Sim, kneel down, then we punish you. That's what's left for them on a lighter note. But our concern in this whole imbroglio, because if the Rivers Assembly is down right now, what do you think is making the FCT minister to keep pushing on this same structure? You can't take away my structure and all of that, even when this is at the bottom of the crisis that has rocked Rivers State, and all of this mediation starting from the president has taken place.
You see, I listened to FCT minister talking about structure. He was a local government chairman when they built this structure.
Okay, hold on. What is this structure?
It's political structure.
Individuals occupying positions or...
Political structure. And when they say political structure, it must be controlled by some persons, headed by a particular person.
Okay.
And that person is supposed to be the leader. That's what I was saying at that. Former Governor Yusuf Wike was a local government chairman where they built this structure. inherited temporarily by Sir Celeste Omeya after the nullification of his election. Rotimi Amechi inherited this structure. But at the end of the day, this same minister of the Federal Capital now did not allow Rotimi Amechi to enjoy the structure. They were embarrassing news of Rotimi Amechi. At a particular time, they caged him at the government house. They did not allow him to go out. At a particular time, he was using federal might against him, even going, trying to go to Ekiti State or thereabout. They blocked him here and there. Everybody knew that time it was Governor Yusuf, former Governor Yusuf that did all those things. So that same structure, it came to inherit that structure. But the grandfather of that structure today is former Governor Peter Odili. He is the grand master of that structure. And the way things is going now, the owner, the controller of that structure today, you like it or not, is Sim Fubara.
Then I go back again after all of these mediation, especially from the president.
I'm still coming.
Yes.
So, but I was happy because I take Rivers as my home. I want a peaceful Nigeria, particularly a peaceful River State. When all this thing was happening, I was looking at it from I was not looking at it from the security angle. I was looking at it from the security angle, the security implications. How the high level of insecurity that may occur affect the economy and peaceful coexistence. That was my worry. But immediately, Mr. President called them because that is the chief security officer of the country, Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. If it has to do directly with the economy of River State, Mr. President may not dabble into it. But Mr. President has seen the security implication, and as the chief security officer of the country, he intervened. But I was so disappointed. You like it or not, Wike is serving under him. Not just being Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces. You are a minister under him. And you are still saying that despite the presidential intervention, that you are not satisfied. That is a very rude statement to the symbol of Federal Republic of Nigeria today, who is the president. It's a very rude statement to him. And I want to tell you clearly, I want the whole world to listen. Tinubu is not Buhari. Tinubu can be decisive. Tinubu can be ruthless. Decisiveness, ruthlessness are two major attributes of any leader. So, but to me, I think it is not bad when the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory restrains his step and makes sure there is peace in River State. Because if it degenerates more than this, it will affect the national economy. It will affect the national security. Mr. President will not close his eye. No matter how big is your toe, Mr. President will step on that. I advise former Governor Yusuf Wike on another platform. I say it is not a bad thing if you fly into River State today, fly straight to the government house, call a member of the call the governor, call the deputy governor, call the commissioners, and tell them, now, let peace reign. I said there is nobody, including the governor, that will not listen to former Governor Yusuf Wike. Right. But if he decides not to take that step, and he wants to say he can do something, the power he has yesterday is the power Fubara is having today. Today, is a minister. He do not have executive power. Fubara has executive power. And nobody will be saying Fubara should abuse his executive power anyway. But then, finally, I want to advise the former governor, the minister of the Federal Capital Territory, to face his job in Abuja. So far, he has been performing well. But if you want to leave that one to face the politics of Rivers State, or the rulership or the governorship of Rivers State, even your boy know that the power you have, you don't have it again, that he has the power. Your small son can fight you. So the best thing is for you to respect your status as a father. That is my humble advice to the former governor.
Thank you. So very quickly, I would like to also have us talk on this. When we talk about this situation has actually panned out in some states. I remember those days in Anambra State when Andy Uba and Ngige had their own issue and all that. Some agreements are agreed upon before assumption of office, and in Ngige's experience, he said he disagreed to follow with that agreement. So is there anything like any law?
It's not the same scenario now.
Okay, but is there anything that actually what's the demand that this ex-governor seems to have on incumbent governors, with respect to what they're supposed to be remitting them, maybe because of what they actually expensed when they were in office, because he was actually saying that when he was buying forms and paying for all this.
So this is just a bastardization of our politics. It's an indirect autocratic system. It's an indirect way of sitting tight forever.
Is that a form of corruption?
Whichever way anybody want to put it. The government know what is good for you. Whatever that is not constitutionally approved to be given to you as former governor is corruption, if you want it. But then, as a former governor, as a leader, as a father, the governor may have one or two things legitimately to give to him, to appreciate him all the time. Legitimately. The governor may design it legitimately. It could be a form of contract, that this contract should be given to this man. It's not even supposed to even inflate that particular contract that he wanted to give out. But there could be political patronage till thy kingdom come.
Okay.
But at will. At will. No, not under compulsion.
All right.
You serve your time, you are no longer in office, you are now a former governor.
Now, there seems to be this view from some quarters who have the king of the Okochiri Kingdom, the Amayanabo of Okochiri Kingdom, Zero Majesty Atake Tom, who also spoke on this yesterday to say that people shouldn't see this from the angle of ethnicity.
No.
That's not what it's meant to be. I don't know where that is coming from when people say Aizo, which is one group amongst many that have spoken on this. The reality in Rivers State right now, there seem to be two speakers, House of Assembly speaker, even though they don't have an operational chamber right now. One does not understand with all of this peace talk going on is the governor going to be mandated to step aside on who he wants to be the speaker, because a governor wants to feel secured while he is governing the state. Having known that, for instance, the Martin Amewule side of it have shown rebellion, have openly attacked him. Now there is the Edison arm of it that had 8 people who installed him as speaker. What aspect of this is going to make it okay for Fuwa to sit down there and trust that, oh, we've made peace, let's pretend that all of this is okay, considering the state where the status of the state assembly right now and all that has panned that and still panning out, considering also the FCT minister's position?
Well, like I've said, for this peace to be maintained in Rivers State, for us to have a united government, both at the legislative arms and the executive arms, everything is still in the hand of former Governor Nyesom Wike. Because, you like it or not, he is an influential political figure in Rivers State. Particularly, the present assembly, he assisted a lot of them enormously. He assisted the governor too. That is why I have called that former Governor Nyesom Wike should come to Abuja. There is nobody that will stop him from entering government house. He should call Amehule side. He should call Edison side. I want to meet with you. Even if you come to his house and invite the governor and invite the two sides of the House of Assembly, invite the Commissioner of Police, invite the Director of SSS, invite the battalion, 29 Battalion Commander, because the GOC may be too much, invite them to his house. There is none of these people that will turn that invitation down. And he will stand there to say enough is enough. I don't want war in my state. I want to tell you that I'm too sure that all these people they will listen to him, and that will be the end of all this unnecessary imbroglio. But then, if you are talking of, if I'm holding a walking stick and somebody is coming around me to attack me, it will be a sin if I cannot hit that walking stick to break the person's head, at least to temporarily paralyze him from attacking me. See, there's nobody that can do it. Don't Governor Chibuke Amechi, something like this happened on the floor. You know what a particular political gladiator in Rivers State that time did to defend his boss that time. The most sudden thing that has happened is it wouldn't have called for any reason to burn down Rivers State House of Assembly. No. But as it is now, the governor is the executive governor of Rivers State. His word, even if he's joking, is an authority. You like it or not. There is only he is the only one person today that has the right to summon security committee, security meeting in Rivers State. No other person has that power. The faction that will be loyal to him in the House of Assembly, they will be the recognized faction. It happened sometimes ago in Nasarawa State. Two speakers emerged. But at the end of the day, what happened? The governor called the two factions together and he settled them. And today, they are one united House of Assembly in that place. And when my brother talked about Anambra State during Ngige, Anambra State during Ngige, they were able to do it to suppress and oppress and disgrace Ngige that time, because the president that time took side. Bola Tinubu will not take side. Bola Tinubu will not take side. But when there is conflict between morality and law, we should all know that law will prevail. no matter what is happening today, law will prevail in favor of the sitting governor because he has immunity.
All right.
But I am still advising, pleading to the former governor that he has the right, he has the power, he has the influence to bring these two parties together. And things continue to flow in peace, and tranquility will reign supreme in River State again.
All right, everyone, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to Akwa Ibom State. You know, the president just appointed a 10 resident electoral commissioner. But PDP is saying they don't want Etekamba Umoren as INEC rec in Akwa Ibom State. There is an imposition. We'll come back to you after the
representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of God.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. The POS operator, she said 3,000 naira is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites, which are you.
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the taunting. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
representing people. Mr. President, my people are under siege.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act and call for the immediate release of this minister in the Temple of Justice.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. The POS operator, she said 3,000 naira is 1,000 to collect 3,000 naira. Where are we heading to?
I've always said there are two sets of people on earth, the oppressors and the oppressed. And in between are the cowards and the hypocrites, which I am.
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians need now is not about the Tonte. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Constitution is for appointments into federal agencies, especially sensitive agencies like INEC, to be made in such a manner to promote national unity and also to command national unity. The provocative imposition of a card-carrying member and known leader of the APC as the INEC rec for Akwa Ibom State, which has resulted in the